Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that taught us this word. And right now, I just wanted to speak upon the war in heaven that the scriptures talk about. And according to Roman Catholicism and just straight up mythology, they would have you believe that the war in heaven is talking about, Satan and his minions and his angels or rogues, decided to buck up against the Most High and fight against Michael and his angels, which is just total mythology. It's falsehood. It's not true. What that scripture is talking about is the white man, Esau, fighting against the angels in these chariots. So the first scripture I want to bring out is Revelation 12 and 7. And there was a war in heaven, and Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. Now, that dragon is talking about, the EU, NATO, the beast system, the so-called white man and his military structure. Because, after this in the midst of this third world war, that's when the chariots are going to make their debut. The skies are going to be filled with them. So, the white man, just like in that movie Independence Day, they're going to turn against fighting each other, and they're going to link up with each other, and they're going to fight against, Yahweh Shai and the angels. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels, and prevailed not, neither was there a place found any more in heaven. So just like in that movie, they're going to fight, but the white man, he's not going to upload some virus, to Yahweh Shai's chariot and bring it down. Scripture says, and he prevailed not, neither was there place found any more in heaven. And also you can read the book of Job, the first chapter, which pretty much proves that Satan is in subjection under the Most High. So there is no bucking up against the Most High. The angels aren't gonna rebel against the Most High. The Creator that created all spirits, he's not gonna buck up against that. This is Second Ezra in the Apocrypha. Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass, after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. That man is talking about Yahweh Shai when he comes back with the legions of angels in the chariots. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number of the four winds of heaven. That multitude of men right there is talking about, NATO, the beast system, Esau and his military, his airmen, his air force, the NATO air force, and gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Yeah, so when Yahweh Shai comes back, they're all going to link up together to try to fight him. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and could not. Because that's talking about when Ezra saw Yahweh's chariot. It was so big, it looked like a mountain, or like the summit of a mountain. So he looked around to see if, any of the mountains were missing their summits of the top part of the mountains, and he couldn't. Because that's how big the actual chariot was. And after and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, yet durst fight. Because the Most High is going to put that spirit in them, to fight, even though they don't want to. Just like that same spirit the Most High put in Pharaoh, after all those plagues that he plagued Egypt with. He still put that spirit in Pharaoh to go after, the children of Israel. Even though he was already, afraid and defeated. But, the Most High is going to make him fight. The Most High is going to make them fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. I was talking about those laser beams that them chariots are going to shoot out. Like concentrated fire. And they were all mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest. Concentrated fire, those laser beams. They're going to shoot at those F-22s, F-35s, F-16s, all those fighter jets that NATO and, the Dragon and Esau's going to come with. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with great violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon as sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Just like back in Revelation, the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Because he's going to totally get blasted out of heaven, and he's going to go right into slavery after that. So, that's all I got for now. Shalom.